some things when we are going into labor that are out of our control, but then there are some things that's in our control, such as our favorite little items that we pack inside of our birthing bag. The thing that I really like about this one more than the pink one, you can kind of just slide this over and down. Your little newborn can fit right there, and you can breastfeed them and do skin to skin at the same time. This flap sits right above your belly so that if they need to access your stomach, you can pull it down over your belly. Something that makes you feel good about yourself and pretty after going through such a I typically just like to be better safe than sorry, or have more than I need opposed to less. Mittens, a tiny little onesie, some socks, a receiving blanket, a bow, and her going home outfit. Welcome to my channel. My name is Heaven if you are new here, and today we are going to be going over what's inside of my hospital bag as we prepare to welcome our new baby girl into the world. Before we get started, if this is your first time on my channel, I would like to welcome you to the family. I'm a motherhood and homemaking vlogger. Every Sunday I post a cleaning video, and then every Wednesday or Thursday, mostly on Thursday, I also post another type of motherhood or homemaking vlogger. So that may be a day in the life, home organization, shopping haul, grocery haul, homeschool vlog, even a little bit of Disney content sprinkled in there. I try to keep it very realistic, helpful, and relatable, as well as motivational. So if any of that sounds like something that you may be into, I would love for you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button to join the family. As we get into our hospital bag video, I hope that you would also give this video a thumbs up and like it if you are enjoying this video. It would mean the world to me, and it truly does help me. But I just found out yesterday that I am 4 or 5, give or take, somewhere between there, centimeters, or at least that's what I was yesterday morning. But the day before that, I'm pretty sure I was only about 2 to 3 centimeters. And then the day before that, I'm pretty sure I was only about 1 to 2 centimeters. So all within 2 to 3 days, I went from 1 centimeter to 4 or 5 centimeters. So I have no idea when baby girl is going to be making her arrival. But what I do know is that active labor is supposedly set to start at 6 centimeters. And I was also told that she is really, really low. Her head is really low. So I feel the need to go ahead and make sure that I have everything packed in my hospital bag and share it with you guys in case you too need some inspiration for your hospital bag as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I think it is worth letting you guys know that I am not going to be having a hospital birth. I'm actually going to be having baby girl at a birthing center. Saying that because it's a little bit different in terms of what you would pack. For a hospital birth, normally, they will provide you with like a birthing gown. You might have to stay there a lot longer after you deliver the baby. They may move you from the labor unit to like a more comfortable room, like after you have the baby, where you will stay for like maybe 2 more days. I think even 3 sometimes. I'm not really sure, but at the birthing center, they encourage you to stay 24 hours after giving birth, nothing more than that. So that means that I'm not going to need a whole lot of like everyday clothing items and things like that. And I can kind of limit the amount of things that I pack going forward. I can also tailor it more, and they allow us to eat and drink as much as we want. We can bring our own meals that we can warm up while we're there, bring whatever beverages we like, even a snack to snack on during labor. Or they also have an at your request service where they will just give you or serve you any type of food or beverage you want. They also have like coffee station and beverages for your visitors. The way they do it is you have your baby, say 5 o'clock, then you would go home 5 o'clock the next day. The only exception is if you have your baby maybe after 8 o'clock at night. So say you have your baby at, like we did with Noah, we had him at 8:30 at night. So instead of sitting at home at 8:30 at night the next day, like it was dark, it was like bedtime basically, they allowed us to stay that night and then leave the following morning around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So we were there for 2 nights, the night that we had him, and then the following night we stayed again. If things happen that way again, meaning if we have our little one like at nighttime hours, maybe during the time that we would typically be going to sleep, then we would be there for 2 nights, I assume. But if we have our little one closer to 6 o'clock in the evening or even before that, then we would only be there for 24 hours after we have the baby, one night only. So I packed in the event that maybe we would be there for 2 nights, but it would be nice if we have the little one before bedtime. Um, Eat some good dinner and prepare to leave the following day. You just never know how that's gonna go. So let me show you guys what I packed for myself, my husband, our baby girl, and for my son's overnight bag, because he is more than likely going to be staying with my mother and sister. But we did let him know that he is very much welcome to come back to the birthing center and spend the night there with us after we have the baby, if that's what he wants to do. So far, he has expressed that it's not likely that that's what he's going to want to do. But I packed him an overnight bag either for them or for us. So let's get into it. Here's my bag. Pretty big, and this is the bag that I normally use like when we are vacation or out of town. This is typically like my carry-on bag, and it's like a backpack style kind of, or you can hold the handle here on the side or at the top, however you want to do it. But I like that I can fit a lot of stuff in here. On the side I have my water bottle, and this is going to be what I use to like refill any water that I'm going to be wanting or needing while I'm in labor and during our stay there, because they do have water. It's not bottled water, a filtrated water fountain maybe. I honestly can't remember, and I don't know any water that I had last time. They always brought to me like a little paper cup, which I'm sure we know that does not provide a ton of water, and I drink a lot of water, so I went ahead and brought my own little water bottle here to keep some water next to me bedside at all times. So I kind of have everything here inside of packing cube. Kind of plan to just like lay them out on the dresser top or put them like inside like one drawer. But the goal is that if I need help getting to these items, you know, like while I'm in labor or like just after having the baby, then it'll be easier for the person helping me to be able to find what I'm looking for, because I'm going to have them in separate individual organized bags. This one is my labor bag here. And basically this has anything that I'm going to be wearing during labor. So I went ahead and packed myself this pink nursing gown. I feel like it's the perfect length, but what I really love about it is that, well, for one, it's spaghetti strapped, so I could just simply slide these down to breastfeed. It's not so tight, but it also has this little flap here that you can lift up, and then like the cleavage kind of comes down basically. But this is great for nursing, and then it's also a really cute, stretchy and comfy and soft nursing gown, as well as a matching robe that is also equally soft. This one will cover you up a little bit more if someone is coming inside of the room that's not like a close family member or visitor, which I don't know why they would be there if they're not. But if you just want to cover yourself up a bit more, or if you get chilly, you also have it. It's not super thick. It's still pretty soft and lightweight. And I didn't go and spend a ton of money on this stuff. This little set was only $13 off of, I don't know if the website is called Sheen or Shine, but that is where I got this outfit from here, as well as myself some comfy slippers. I didn't want to go with like the furry, thick slippers, because I don't know if it's going to be hot or cold. So if it is going to be like a little bit colder, then I'm just going to wear these comfy compression footy socks that I have here. And then otherwise, I do have myself some slippers, and I got pink and gray so that they will match any of the nursing dresses that I'm packing. And yes, I said any, meaning I have more than one in here. I'm an overpacker. I typically just like to be better safe than sorry, or have more than I need opposed to, you know, less. So these are so cushiony, so soft and comfortable. I don't think my feet are going to be too hot in them, and they are also non-slip. I have two more nursing gowns. One of them I'm sure I kind of want to take out, but you know, the thing is that you never know if things are going to get like messy and you're going to want to change out of that nursing gown at some point. I don't know where I'm going to be laboring in. I might labor in the recliner chair. I might labor on a birthing ball, maybe in the shower, or I'm gonna need to take my nursing dress off and then slip into something else. You just never know. So I think you should always have one extra, but probably not too extra. I have this one, and it is kind of sort of the same design as the pink one, but instead of spaghetti strap, it's more like the tank sleeveless shoulders. And then it does have that flap for you here, but this flap sits right above your belly so that if they need to access your stomach, you can pull it down over, your belly. And these are actually what you would remove for breastfeeding. The thing that I really like about this one more than the pink one is that there's enough space here at the top to wear your baby. Like if you're practicing skin to skin and you don't want to be completely undressed, you can kind of just slide this over and down. Your little newborn can fit right there, and you can breastfeed them and do skin to skin at the same time. So this one is not going anywhere. I'm definitely keeping this one inside of my hospital bag. The one that I am contemplating is my third one. I wanted to have a short sleeve option as well, but it might not be necessary. And this one is a lot shorter than the other two. Maybe not a lot, but a tad bit shorter. So this is the one that I'm considering taking out. I just wanted a short sleeve option, and then it still has the flap that you can lift up to either breastfeed or allow access to your belly, because normally, like after you give birth, you know how they come in and they check your belly, they push on it and things like that. And so that they can do that without going under your skirt. This one gives access to the belly. This is just the same as the other gray one, except it is short sleeve. So those are my 3 nursing gowns that I packed. I'm pretty sure that the last time that I was in labor, I wore just like comfy undies. But I did pack 1 pair of postpartum underwear to catch anything, just in case for whatever reason I'm still leaking like amniotic fluid or anything, because you just never know. So I grabbed one of those just to be safe. Moving on to my after baby bag, or my shower bag basically. I have a maternity swimsuit for when I'm in the shower or inside of the whirlpool tub. So these are the bottoms. They are nice and stretchy. Again, these are maternity. It fits me. I wore it before. And then it also has like the flap that goes over the belly. If I can find some that doesn't have that belly flap and sits under the tummy, that would be more ideal. But I need to pack something for now. And that one just comes with an adjustable strap bikini top, as well as a cover-up top in case you just don't want to wear that bikini top and you want something a little less restricting. So it has a swim top here with the adjustable sides to make it as long or as short as you want it to be. So that is my maternity swimwear for birthing pool and shower. I got myself a shower cap for when I am laboring in the shower, because I'm probably not going to be walking around laboring with soaking wet hair. I very well may have braids that can be really heavy, and I don't want heavy wet braids on my back while in labor. So I brought myself a shower cap for that reason, so that I can tie my hair up. But I brought also a wrap towel for after I shower. I'm sure I'm going to want to wash my hair once, they give me the okay to not like shower. I think they don't give you that until like maybe after like 24 hours, but they do allow you to sit in the shower on the shower chair. If I do want to wash my hair and need to wash my hair, I have a towel wrap for that purpose. Now, last time I was in labor, my contractions were so close that the idea of taking time out to switch into my bathing suit and then get dressed again, so that I'm not walking around in a wet bathing suit if I want to get out of the shower and move to the bed. The idea of changing multiple times during labor was not appealing. I was in too much pain to think about it, so I kind of labored in my birthday suit majority of the time after I began laboring in the shower. So this time, to avoid that, I brought a waffle nip Velcro like wrap. I can just wrap this around myself and cover myself up so that I never have to be in my birthday suit. This one is easy to just wrap around and snap around, so that I could just have this in case I don't want to get fully dressed after I get out of the water. Then I also got myself a little hair tie to tie my hair up when it is time for me to go to sleep, keep it up and out of my face, and avoid waking up with messy hair. One pair of pajamas here for that night that we are going to be there. If we are there a second night, I'm thinking that I am going to just keep that third maternity dress I was saying. I wanted to take the third one out because I don't think I would need three, but in the event that we end up sleeping there for 2 nights because baby decides to come at the later part of the night, then I will have that third one as like a pajama option basically. But this one is just some really comfy pants. They are stretchy, but I imagine like something around my waist would be a little bit better or easier than it is right now with baby in there. But I do have this making sure that it is still stretchy and comfy around the waist area. This shirt is not a maternity shirt. It just barely covers my belly right now. It's not tight at the bottom. It's pretty wide and loose. It won't be painful, but it'll probably fit me a little bit more when the baby's not in my belly. I have a tank top and some pants as well as a matching robe with the tie to match, and it's just like this flower material. And this one I actually purchased from Shein or Shine as well, and this one was also just $13 for that pajama set. So I kind of have them in order of which I will put them on. I put the pajamas at the bottom because that will be the last thing I put on for the night with my hair tied. And then on the top of that, towel, my wraparound, the cap that I'll use when I'm laboring in the shower, as well as my labor swimsuit, so that when it's time, everything is already stacked top to bottom in the order of which more than likely I would be needing to get them or put them on. Now we are going to get into my going home packing cube. So I packed this really comfy and cute. It's stretchy at the top. Of course, it is going to be tank or spaghetti strap in case I need to take a moment like to pull over in the car, or like before we go home, if we're still waiting to get discharged and some point in time baby needs to be breastfed, then I can, you know, have that. But it's just a nice little summer dress, and it's not form-fitting. It's pretty loose, and it's also pretty long, and I really love the color of it, this pink color. I really want something that's going to make me feel like good about myself, you know, after having a baby. I don't want to still like be wearing pajamas home or looking just outdone and wore out, because I'm probably gonna feel that way. I don't necessarily want to look that way too. I'm gonna take pictures in the hospital as a family. Something that makes you feel good about yourself and pretty after going through such a very, you know, difficult experience. So that is why I have this really cute dress. And then I have some disposable postpartum underwear, but they give you mesh underwear when you're there. They give you pads and things like that. I have never tried this one, but I've heard good things about them, that they're just a lot more comfortable than the mesh underwear with the pads, and they're a lot more loose around the waist and things. So I packed it just in case, try it out, see if I like it. So I put one inside my going home bag in case I want to wear these to go home instead of the mesh underwear. Of course, to wear up under there, keep things like nice and tight upon my bottom. I packed some maternity biker shorts, so it does have the belly. These are just biker shorts so that I'm not revealing anything underneath, so it basically covers me up underneath like a slip would, but it also keeps everything in place, as well as a nursing bra. It's not the cutest, but it's very comfortable with adjustable straps. It has this part here that you kind of just unsnap where you can breastfeed. For whatever reason, I just decided like, okay, I don't want to wear a dress. I'm not in the mood for a dress. I did just pick myself a basic t-shirt and some black leggings in case I want to go that route, and the t-shirt is long enough to cover my bottom. And then I also have a gray cardigan. In case it's a little bit chilly, I can wear this gray cardigan over my t-shirt and leggings, or I can wear it over the dress that I packed, depending on what time of day we go home and what the weather is like that day. For baby girl, she has a smaller bag here, so I'll show you guys what I packed for her. Again, she's not gonna need a ton of things either. First, I will show you guys her going home outfits. I have a hat, of course. This one is really thin with a little flower on it. Since it is summertime, it's not going to be winter. But you know, when babies are first born, we still put those hats on them to protect their tiny little heads. And then I also have this. It came with like a bow in case you don't want to do a hat and you just want to tie a bow around their head. This one is a size preemie. And it just has like the little flowers on it. It says little sister. It has the feet out of it so that her feet don't be too warm. It's like a pretty thin material, summery, really cute. Got it off Amazon. It was only $12 with my Amazon registry discount. And I wasn't sure if she's going to be preemie weight or newborn weight. Noah went home in a preemie outfit, which was the perfect size weight-wise for him. But as far as length, his arms are just a little bit longer, but I didn't mind that his arms were out a little bit as opposed to putting him on clothing that was swallowing him. And it wasn't like too tight. It was actually still like really loose. He was born at about 37.5 weeks. So he wasn't really considered preemie, but he was still pretty small. I think that his sister, unless born at a later date than him, I think she'll be even still a little bit smaller than him, just based on the feeling of how I've been feeling carrying her. But I did get a newborn size as well, just in case she is a little bit bigger. And also it's a coverall with like the flowers, really summery, just says little sister on it. Super, super adorable. And then I have a little matching hat for that one as well. I did pack a pair of socks for her little feet. This one has the feet out. I did pack a receiving blanket, of course. This one is pink with a little pink unicorn. I thought it was a stork, but it's not a stork. It's a unicorn. It's the one that they give you, that generic one that's like blue, white, and pink. It's not the softest, and it's also not the prettiest, and I appreciate that they give us that stuff, but I did want to pack her one myself to have to match it. Just a little tiny little bow, 2 pairs of mittens, because these are the pink ones that matches the bow, but these ones are a tad bit smaller. That's probably going to fit her hands a little bit more. I did pack a little tiny newborn size Gerber all white onesie, mittens, a tiny little onesie, some socks, a receiving blanket, a bow, and her going home outfit. And then I also wanted to pack her nose syringe or a nasal aspirator, because the one that they give you at the hospital is pretty big, and that's great if you need to syringe like any fluids. Baby coughs up, you just slide it like in the corner of their mouth or anything, because that can sometimes happen after you give birth. But if I need to get any fluid out of her nose, this one is going to be a lot more comfortable for her than that really big size one that they gave us at the birthing center with Noah. Definitely gonna pack a passy because of Noah. Maybe it was just because he had got his circumcision surgery that he was really fussy for the entire night after that. And even though I tried to latch him, there wasn't a whole lot of milk that he was getting. It was still colostrum at that point. He didn't have the best latch, but I think that to him that was kind of like his pacifier, but for me that was really painful. And we ended up giving him the pacifier. I didn't want to give him the pacifier because I wanted to make sure he got used to latching first, but after 5 hours of uncomfortableness, I went ahead and gave him the passy, and he still latched fine after that, and he wasn't even addicted or attached to the pacifier. So I'm gonna pack her one just in case she does get, you know, fussy in the car going home or uncomfortable at, you know, the hospital. That pacifier might help her get some sleep. Just have not sanitized that yet, so that's something else that I still need to do today, is sanitize pacifiers and bottles and set up postpartum stations. So yeah, I still have all of that to do. I did pack 2 little scrubbies for my husband and I, or loofahs. I packed my husband a blue loofah. I was like, dude, guys use loofahs. He's like, I'm okay. I'm like, you want it at the hospital? So he's gonna use this because I got it from him. But after you have your little one, like bending down and stuff, like to clean all of the areas isn't the most comfortable thing. But having this to be able to like scrub your back and things, and like your legs and your feet, and really be able to reach those hard to reach areas when you just are uncomfortable, like you don't want to necessarily bend around and all over the place, this is going to come in handy for that. So I have our toiletry bag with the hook that we can just hang up inside of the hospital when we get there. And inside of here, you guys, I just have toothbrushes for me, my husband, and for Noah. And we have a little travel size toothpaste and 2 travel size mouthwashes. Noah's toothpaste is in his overnight bag. He has another toothbrush in there in case he ends up going to my mother's house. This little sanitizer, after we have the baby, I'm just gonna put it on the nightstand next to our bed so that like after or before changing her diaper, I have some sanitizer for myself and my husband. And then I also have, of course, some lip balm so that I don't have dry lips. I got myself one, and then I also got the Blistex one in case my husband wants one. And I also packed a little tiny Dramamine for myself in case I begin to feel like kind of nauseous here in the bottom. I have myself another little cleansing sponge, a little towel wrap to like basically put my hair up out of my face when I get in the shower or the whirlpool tub. Like I don't want to be in the whirlpool tub during labor with the shower cap on, maybe in the shower, but not in the whirlpool tub. So this is just to like pull my hair up out my face, and then I can just put a clip on it at that point, or ponytail holder. And then I also have some brightening like facial cleansing cloths so that I didn't necessarily have to pack my face wash. And I have some travel deodorant. My husband, his body wash that he likes to use, the body wash that I like to use, as well as some lotion for us. So just some travel size body wash, lotion, deodorant, face cleansing wipes, and a little sponge. I don't have anything in here at the moment. If I have any documents like coming back home, which I'm sure I will, like a folder or something, then they'll just go here in this front little pocket. The only thing I have in here right now is my phone charger. And then here, like in the front of the bag, is where I will put my camera in case I want to take any home like memories or get a birthing vlog going on. I can kind of just like slide my camera down into a little pocket here. I'm considering sliding a pair of shower shoes in here, but right now I just have a dirty like clothes bag or a laundry bag. I don't think I have anything in this far back pocket. That's empty as well. That way anything that they give me like postpartum, things like that I need for healing, maybe that is the type of stuff that I'll put back here. I put my little snacks inside of my husband's. Again, they give you like actual meals and food there, but I did pack my own bottled water just in case I want my own water and I don't like the taste of theirs. I packed myself some little pretzel crisps that I like to snack on, some chewing gum, chocolate covered almonds, soft baked oat bars by Made Good Morning. This is, I think, blueberry, some liquid IV hydration packs, and the peach and mango grape value energy pack. So this will give me some extra hydration and some extra energy if I need that. You never know if you're gonna go into labor just when you were getting ready to lay down and go to sleep for the night. For instance, today I've had a long day. If I was to go into labor right now, I probably wouldn't have a ton of energy. So that energy pack would come in handy for that reason. I even on the side pockets here put on each side another water, a Fiji water on each side for the two of us. But inside of his bag, I only packed him a hairbrush, some socks, some underwear, some swim trunks for if we are laboring in the shower. And when I say laboring in the shower, basically you sit down on like a shower chair straddle position, and my husband would use the sprayer to spray the contractions wherever they are. So if the contractions are on my back, he would use them to spray my back, and if they're on my belly, he'll be spraying my belly, like just all around to relieve some of the pain during contractions. Otherwise, there is the whirlpool tub that is also helpful with pain. So I did pack him some swim trunks for that reason. It's not a vacation. Some sleep shorts and a sleep shirt for the night, as well as 2 outfits. One of them just fell. A shirt and some comfortable shorts. And if we're there an additional day, I just packed him an additional outfit, more underwear, another shirt, and let me get the pants. So he just has some thin, like black, maybe like cargo material, but a lot thinner than cargo material comfortable pants. I also packed him robes and a slipper in the back portion of his backpack. He does have to like do some work after the baby comes, like during the next day that we're there, where they typically just come in to check me, monitor me and the baby, and make sure there are no complications 24 hours after birth. And he might need to check in with work or something. I don't think he will have to, but I did leave an extra slot for his laptop for that, as well as his like handheld game, like the Steam Deck or Nintendo, I don't know what you call it, but that is in case Noah decides he wants to come back to the birthing center with us after having the baby. Noah likes to play the video game. It'll keep him busy if his activities do not. I also packed our labor day outfits, meaning the outfits we will wear from home to the hospital. If I was to go into labor because my water broke, then obviously I would need to wash up or shower and then change into something else. And if contractions start immediately after, like they did with my last son, then it's going to be like fast movement, wanting to be comfortable and things like that. You might need to pack a few towels in the car. You just never really know what that's going to be like. But I wanted to make sure that we were all like ready, even if it happens in the middle of the night. Obviously, we will be in pajamas and we would need to move fast to get dressed and change and things like that, because you just never know. I was at like 4 or 5 centimeters yesterday. So if by the time my water breaks and I begin contracting, I'm more like 6 or 7 centimeters, I don't anticipate we will have time to lollygag. So having the clothes already set out and ready on our dresser is going to be ideal. I packed my husband a little sleeveless shirt here, as well as some track shorts. These track shorts are not only comfortable, but they're also thin, they're lightweight, and because of the material of them, if he, doesn't have time to switch into his swim trunks, like because we're switching to labor in the shower or the whirlpool or anything like that, and he doesn't want to, the material of these are quick drying and thin that they could even pass as swim shorts, to be honest. So I packed him those so that he can comfortably help me to labor. Myself, I have under the tummy underwear, as well as disposable postpartum underwear for like when my water breaks, if it's like continuous. I got these leggings. These go under the belly. These are my favorite leggings. They're so comfortable and like stretchy and soft material. A stretchy maternity shirt is long enough to cover my rear end. It's very stretchy around the belly, nice and comfy and soft. So this is what I'll be wearing when we check into the birthing center. And if I don't want to wear leggings, like tight leggings, I also packed some maternity thin like joggers. These are also comfy, stretchy around the belly, just in case. And then I packed myself a nursing bra. For Noah, I packed him a tracksuit because I don't know what time of day it will be, if it would be hot or cold. Either way, if he wears these little track pants, he'll be comfortable, and then he can just wear it with a t-shirt and be just fine. But if it is chilly, then his tracksuit also has a matching jacket to wear with that, so that we are all squared away and ready in the event that we need to move quickly when we go into labor. I always keep hand sanitizer on Noah's bag, because if he's leaving me and going with someone else, he knows where his hand sanitizer is. In front, I made sure I packed him a charger for his tablet in case he is there with us for a little while when we begin laboring, because my mother and sister, they both work. So in the event that we need to take him to the birthing center with us and allow them to leave work and have time to get to the birthing center to come and pick him up and then take them to his home during the time that he'll be with us, we would need something to keep him busy, keep him distracted from everything that's going on. In the back pocket here is where I stored his tablet that is already charged, and I put a few cartoons on there that's downloaded where he wouldn't need to connect to the Wi-Fi. I also have his headphones, and this is his toiletry bag for if he's going to be staying with us or my mom. Travel size baby or kid body wash. I have his toothbrush with the cover on it, his travel size toothpaste, and his little cup because he uses it, to rinse his mouth with. a water bottle so that he will always have access to water. But I also packed his favorite juice box and his favorite little Yahoo chocolate drink mix. He likes those. Then I also got him some crackers to snack on, like the cheddar crackers, some fruit snacks, a cereal bar, and some candy, which that's where if he goes with my mom. Probably won't be using that candy with me, but that's what's inside of his little snack bag. I also made sure to pack him some activities. So inside of here, to keep him busy, he has crayons and he has markers. He has stencils and like drawing paper, like a little pad to draw on. But he also has his drawing tablet here. Far in the back, he also has his little puzzles that's like magnetic. So basically, we always pack this one for the airplane. It comes with these magnetic shapes that can come off and stick to the lid or the tin. And then a bunch of different designs that he has to figure out how to place the shapes to create the design. So I put him a bunch of those to keep him busy. Packed him a puzzle to work on. I love to use these little pencil cases to keep all his puzzles in place. He has not done this one yet, so it's going to be tempting for him to want to do it. And then of course I packed him like a sticker book, and these sticker books are colored by stickers, where basically you would go and pull out the sticker sheet. It has all of the stickers, and then you would go and find the puzzle that it would go to, and you would just have to stick the stickers in the places where they belong based on the number that's on the sheet. I packed his little handheld bop it. So just all these little busy items or activities that will, you know, help him stay busy for the time being while we are having baby girl or while he is with my mother, because he does not have a bunch of toys at my mom's house. And then I did also pack the tablet for him. Also packed his slippers. I packed his robe, you know, just the basics, his PJs and his lip balm, his, you know, clothes, all of that stuff. So my mother and sister are going to come to the birthing center to pick up Noah. One of them will stay and then one of them will leave. So more than likely my mother is going to stay there through the experience. So to be myself and my husband, and then my mother will be there for moral support. My sister is going to be the one to go back home and stay home with Noah, or they'll hang out in the family area when things are starting to pick up, or when it's maybe time to push or something like that. But he'll end up probably sleeping, you know, there with them till the next day when they bring Noah back to the birthing center so that he can meet his sister. If he is not there, then this is the outfit that he has. It's just a blue and green and white shirt that says little brother on it with some comfy shorts. And I have one that doesn't have like this weird like textured and colorful stuff on it. It's a little more classy looking, like smaller writing like this on it, not this really big and loud writing. And the entire thing is this green color with white writing. And I thought that green might match his sister's because, you know, she has like the flower thing going on. And so like I figured because she has like the green leaves on hers, then maybe him having an all green one would work better. Unfortunately, it hasn't arrived and it won't be here until tomorrow. Then I'll have to wash it, and then I'll probably pack that one instead of this one. But in the event that we go into labor before it arrives tomorrow, this is what's packed for now. So in terms of postpartum care, the birthing center does provide me with everything that I need. They also have a ton of pillows. They have essential oils. They have bath salts and bath teas. They have warming towels for the perineal oil. All of the things that you need during birth. They also have like peanut balls, birthing balls, all of that good stuff. Warm blankets, anything that you may need. They have nursing gowns, slippers, socks, even things for baby. And then as far as postpartum, they also give you the witch hazel pads and foam to put on like your pads. They give you the pads and they also give you the mesh underwear. If you have stitches or anything, they give you anything you would need in terms of healing for stitches, and they give you pain medicine while you are there. So while you're there, you can let them know like, hey, I'm ready for some Motrin please, or whatever They'll bring it to you with like some water, and you can take them while you're there, and then they'll have a prescription waiting for you at your preferred pharmacy. You can choose the pharmacy that's attached to the birthing center or the hospital so that you can go ahead and have like your support person get them before you even go home. Or you can take advantage of the ones that they give you while you are there and then pick up the other ones on your way home so that you have the pain medications and everything. But they give you all the things that you need to heal. They even give you everything that you need to bathe and all of that good stuff, but you just bring anything that you specifically would prefer to have. They do not have the disposable postpartum underwear, just the mesh ones. I made sure that I stocked up the drawers inside of both of our bathrooms so that I have multiple ones. I didn't pack anything postpartum wise to take there with me. But with that, we sum up everything that I packed inside of our hospital bag. I thought that this video would be just a tad bit shorter in length, considering, like I said, we're going to a birthing center and we're only going to be there for 2 days. Maybe I'm an overpacker, or like, I don't really know, but I feel like a lot goes into packing your hospital bag because it is part of how you tailor your birthing experience. There are some things when we are going into labor that are out of our control, but then there are some things that's in our control, such as our favorite little items that we pack inside of our birthing bag. So making sure that you have a pretty nursing dress that's nice and comfortable, or making sure that you have your favorite face wash, your favorite body lotion or body wash, you know, just like little things like that. Maybe even your favorite comfy slippers or heat wrap. All of those things can truly make a difference because those are the things that we really do have control over, because we never know what to expect when it comes to the actual birth. But have your favorite water bottle, your Stanley cup, anything that makes you feel happy, anything that gives you a sense of comfort from home for both you, anybody else from your family that you're bringing with you, your spouse or your partner or support person, so that it'll just help you feel a tad bit more comfortable going through this very, you know, crazy or beautiful experience. I even, like I said, am planning to pack a little bit of like foundation, maybe like some lip balm, like with a little bit of color in it, things like that, so that I can feel pretty, because it's not all just awful, you know what I mean? It's such a beautiful experience. So I think that capturing that moment to be, you know, beautiful, you're gonna look back and be happy that you did. Right now I have a ton of like realistic, just raw, rough looking pictures from my birthing experience with my son, but I just have those memories to just remember just how beautiful of an experience it was, even though I just wasn't looking the best. Another person from the outside looking in might look at it and go, whoa. Like, I'm pretty sure I posted one of the videos and someone was just like, oh, poor baby girl, like, poor you, you know, like, I looked like I was going through it. But how often is it that we look at someone's, you know, birthing experience and we just say like, oh wow, what a beautiful, you know, thing. Like, it's not crazy. Some people think it's crazy that you go and you comb your hair after having a baby, or you put on makeup after having a baby, but it's not crazy at all. You know, it's those very first moments that set the stage for how we want to carry on throughout our postpartum experience. If we give up already in those very first moments and we're like, we just had a baby, who cares how I look? You know, who cares what happens? You know, at this point, I just had a baby. Then there's a very good chance that we're going to be feeling that same way when we get home. When you get home, take a shower, put on some nice comfy clothes, ask whoever drove you home to just stay there with you and help you with the baby while you get yourself, you know, feeling good. Take some postpartum vitamins that's going to help with your mood, help with any anxiety or stress that you might have. Have a fresh, nice, cold glass of water there for you, and a nice meal as well. If you haven't checked out my meal prep video, make sure you check it out. I'm gonna link it for you guys. I prepared a whole month's worth of dinner for my family, as well as a few breakfast and lunch options as well, so that we can have some nice home cooked food, not fast food, when we get home after having our baby girl. So these are all the things that make a difference in tailoring and customizing your birthing experience. It's still very possible to have a birthing plan that actually follows through. With my baby boy, I feel like it was everything that I wanted it to be. It followed through. Even my birthing plan, even hypnobirthing, which we didn't do like the full hypnobirthing, but they taught us a little bit about it in case it was something that we did want to use during our natural birth and labor. You can do hypnobirthing as well, but we practiced it a little bit at home. I sat down, I played some calming music, even sometimes some gospel music, and it put me in a really positive mindset. Even this morning when I was cleaning up my home, putting on some motivational like gospel music, reminding myself that God has my life in his hands. He has baby girl's life in his hands, and that I don't have to be filled with so much worry and anxiety. Everything is going to be okay. Even that there put me in a positive mood. But the purpose of like the hypnobirthing is to kind of calm you, and you envision that with every contraction you're having, you just picture and envision baby girl moving down, or your baby further down into like the birthing canal, things like that. And then at the end of it, you can kind of just like turn the music off and sit there in quiet for a moment, and then just like connect with your baby in the womb. If you are not one that thinks like baby and you like are kind of connected in that way, just pretend. Even if it feels silly, talk to the baby and say, hey, mama is ready for you. It's okay if you want to come now. We're going to be okay. We're going to do this together. We can't wait to meet you, things like that. You can even to discuss like with your baby the time of day that you would like for him or her to come. And I know it sounds crazy. I thought it was crazy. Me and my husband was like, what? But I tried it, and I kid you not, it worked. I mean, maybe it didn't work. Maybe it was a coincidence, but it still made me feel like I had control in my birthing experience, because I sat down and I said, I would really love it if, we can begin like pushing, or like, wouldn't it be so great if we finish this out strong after breakfast? We get this started and maybe finish it before dinner, because for me that was ideal. That means that I had a good night of sleep. I woke up, I had a good breakfast, and then I had, some energy and strength to be able to bring her into, or my son, this is what happened with my son, to be able to bring him into the world. And then afterwards, we both could rest, relax, and shower and have some dinner. That was what I said. So you can be very specific with the actual timing, or you can be more so like a time of the day, like not a specific hour frame, but more so part of the day. For me, I gave a 4-hour window because I was a first time mom. I did not think labor would be anything shorter than 4 hours. So I was like, how about we go with 4 to 8? Maybe 6 to 8, things like that. 6 to 8 preferably is what I was saying, was because again, my mom works. So it would be great if it could be once my mom got off work, so that she would be able to get there easily. So the fact that active labor and second stage of labor really picked up around 4 o'clock, and by 8 o'clock it was time to begin pushing. I felt like had that happen like that. So those are the type of things that I'm doing again this time around with baby girl. And the way that I'm planning, like intentionally in my mindset, is even like right now I'm doing this video. This is my way of saying I'm closing up and tying those loose ends together. We are getting ready. We are prepping our meals for postpartum, setting up our stations. We are getting into birthing position. And then once I finish up like the last of the work that I need to do, probably tomorrow, is when I'll begin to bounce on the ball more parts of the day, as opposed to just like for 30 minutes a night. It'll be like majority of the day I'll be bouncing on the ball, doing spinning babies, mile circuit, things like that, and just talking to baby girl, letting her know like this is it. You can come. Maybe it sounds crazy, but I think that it just makes the experience and that connection that you form with your little one already before they even arrive much more special. So anywho, there's my little rant. Like, as if this video wasn't long enough, I found a way to make it longer, but I really just truly hope that it could be motivational and helpful to you, or maybe even someone that you might know that you could just share it with. If you know someone who's pregnant that this might help, share it with them. I am one who, even though everyone says labor is unpredictable. It is, but I try to be positive in thinking that there are ways that we can make our birthing experience a little bit more tailored to how we would like it to be. And it's in the things that you pack in your hospital bag, the things that you do before labor begins, and the mindset that you have. And as far as postpartum, there are ways that we can make that a tad bit better too from the moment they arrive, such as doing little things that make us feel pretty, that make us feel beautiful, that make us feel happy, and having conversations with our partner before we even go into labor to let them know the expectations. And just setting some things in place. So I hope that if you're watching this video because you are getting ready to have your baby or because you are pregnant as well, that this video helps you and you get some motivation. And I hope that you have a safe pregnancy, labor, and delivery, and that there are some things that you two will be able to control. But also for the purpose of the packing motivation, let me know how I did. Let me know anything that I didn't pack that you did. Let me know anything that I packed that you felt was just completely crazy and unnecessary. I would love to know, if I forgot anything or if there's anything that you liked. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It means the world to me. I would really appreciate it, you guys. And again, if this is your first time on my channel and you have never been here before, I'm a motherhood and homemaking vlogger. I have a baby girl on the way, but I also have a 5-year-old boy named Noah J. So I would love to have you here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the family. And that's going to be all for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.